What you doing? Going for like a little top speed run? So what are we doing? We're recording another video. YouTube, yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing... What are we doing? I have no idea what we're doing. We're going to try to make it a good video. It's probably going to be... this is probably going to be our second video on the channel. Yeah, girl is not here. So, unfortunately, we got to try to make it interesting. So, let's do it. This is going to be another video about most of the things that I don't like about the Pontiac. This is not going to be like in any type of numbered order, so I'm just going to be running down a few things that I really just don't like about the car. That's it. Just making a second video for content, for entertainment purposes only. This is nothing to bag on. Ooh, sun's going down. There's nothing to bag on about the car. It's just little nitpicky things I found out about the car. Because if you guys watched the previous video, I told you that I got this car like really cheap. So of course, with a cheap car and it actually being one owner, little things were probably neglected along the way. All right, so let's run down and talk about a couple things I don't like about the car. Okay, so we're inside the car. So a couple things I don't like, or that's slash wrong with the inside of the car. I'm gonna say this, okay? The window controls slash locks and mirror control, as you can see, is down here by the shifter. It's in the middle. It's not really something to nitpick about. It's just, it takes something getting used to. So if you probably see, if you look over here, it's just, you know, flipping of a lock. Your little vent control right down there, speaker, pull handle, and then that's it. That's it. There's no, even if you look on the passenger side, okay, you see, there's no type of control anywhere. So, like I said, I really can't complain. That's just something that just takes getting used to. Moving on to the next one. Okay, this is the next one, the glove box. Yeah, you guys are probably like, what the hell is this? Why does this guy have a problem with the glove box? It's really not the problem of the glove box. It's what's inside the glove box. That's annoying. Okay, let me show you guys. Look. Okay, oh, I gotta return that. Okay, so, look. That's where the trunk release is. You see that? That's the trunk release. Just, pretty sure you guys heard it. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. It really is. So, look, right? So, you're driving the car. You're driving the car, you know, whatever, your homie, your friend, your girlfriend, wife, sister, uncle, baby daddy, grandma. Say, oh, baby, pop the trunk, you know, and you're like, you know, you're reaching down there, Oh, I'm gonna get to that in a second too. That's another problem I don't like. You know, like there's always like a pull tab or something, or a push to open up your gas tank door. There isn't one down here. There isn't. Okay. That's like a combination that we just found out. Problems with the car. Trunk release is in the trunk. So if you got a passenger, either you gotta reach over and do it, or you just gotta say, hey Fred, open up the glove box and pop the trunk, and they're gonna be looking at you like, huh? There? And then you gotta do it, then you pop the trunk, and then say if you got something in there, you know what I'm saying, you don't want them to see, you know, now they all in your business, like, oh hey, you know, whatever, and, you know, that's another story. Alright, so that was a combo. Glove box opening and no fuel door type of thing. Okay? Let's move on to something else. Alright, yeah. You guys guessed it. My next problem with this car is in the trunk. So let me show you what I mean by the things that are in the trunk. Okay? This is kind of like a recap of what we did in our first video. The battery. The battery is humongous. Okay? Do they really expect for you to pull this battery? Like, if you gotta change your battery, right? Does Pontiac / Holden expect for you to pull your battery through this little compartment? No. No. Okay, no. Let me get some daylight on my face. Let's see. Me? No, because, you know, I work on cars. Obviously, I know I gotta pull the panel back and stuff like that. And, oh, there we go. We can see me. So obviously, I know I gotta pull the panel back, pull the battery out, do a lot of disconnecting and stuff like that. Yeah, I know that. That's just a pain in the butt. Like, put it under the hood where everything else is. Okay. What's next? Yeah, you guessed it. I have a problem with the spare tire. Now you guys probably like, this guy's a freaking idiot. How does he have a problem with the spare tire? I don't have the problem with the spare tire. It's like, I have a problem of what I have to do to get to the spare tire. I'm really not concerned about all this stuff. Like I said, guys, I'm just making this video for content. Okay, because eventually this car is going to be a 4-door race car. Alright, so this is the problem I have with the spare tire. This panel of cardboard is probably like ½ an inch thick, and it's heavy. Okay, so you got to pull that up. And then if you get the nice Pontiac, you get the little rubber mat. Okay, it's just a pain. You know, that's really all it is. It's just a pain. It's like, okay, you got to pull up the mat. Then you got to pull up on a piece of almost ½ inch cardboard to get it. And I pray to God that you don't have any type of groceries or anything in the car, because trust and believe, they will be on the ground if you need to change your tire. Okay, so here's another problem I noticed about the car. The spoiler. As you can see, the spoiler is not secured to the back of the car. That's just wear and tear. Alright? But if I'm doing like a slow speed, something like that, you know, like 80, 90, or 100 going down the highway, I get this. And I can hear it on the inside of the car. I can hear it. Trust me. I know this is it. And that's just one of the rattles that the car has. Okay? Just figure I'd disclose that. It's only on this side, though. The other side is tightly secured. Alright, moving on. Let's see, moving on to the brakes. That's just basically it. Alright, someone wants to cut down a tree while I'm trying to record a video. That's what happens when you live in a neighborhood with other people. So this is normally like just wear and tear. I haven't done anything to the car. No type of maintenance or anything yet to the car. But it needs brakes all the way around. I'm probably going to replace the rotors too with something of a performance type of caliber and a performance rotor. And I'm riding on 18-inch wheels. I don't think I can take 18s to the track, so I'm probably going to look into some weld wheels. Basically some racing wheels, probably like 15 inches, 16 max. And that's really it. So I need brakes and rotors in the front and back. That might be the first performance mod I do to this car, especially since it's a V6. And a V8 will be later on down the line. Really. You can't hit the track with a V6 Chevy engine. It just doesn't work. Moving on. Okay, so you guys guessed it. This is problem number 1 with the car. It's a V6. Like, really? I can't argue it because, again, it was a cheap car. The V6 runs good for the amount of mileage that it has on it. So, yeah, I definitely did not plan on keeping this in here. I'm already shopping around for LS engines. The cheapest I can come across is like the 5.3. I know a guy that's actually selling one. He has plenty. He has like plenty. So he's willing to sell me just a long block 5.3 for about like 300 bucks. No wire harness. The one he wants to sell, he doesn't know if it ran good. It might need a rebuild, and it has a cable throttle body. So I'm going to look into that next week. You guys let me know. Let me know in the comments if that's a good price for a 5.3 Chevy engine at like 300 bucks. I can't remember if he said 200, 300, or 400. All right, even so, even if he is selling it to me for $400, $400 for a long block Chevy 5.3 LS engine. Let me know if that's a good price. Moving on to the next problems. Next problem. The struts or strut mounts on this car are shot. So from like 0 miles an hour to up to 10 miles an hour, I get this clicking sound. And from what I know from my previous work on cars, you got to check out the front end, you got to check out the suspension, sway bars, stabilizer links, everything like that. All that is good. I already put this car up in the air, checked out the entire front end, and I narrowed it down to the strut mounts on this car. I can't wiggle anything or anything like that. It's not going to show you guys. The car has to be in motion before you actually can see it and hear it. But yeah, if you're at a light or a stop and you take off very slowly, click 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 click, up all the way up to 10 miles an hour, then you won't hear it anymore. Yeah, that's another problem I have with this car. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, another problem I had with the car. It kind of held up the video content here because I had to replace it. The alternator. I really wish I would have recorded a video on that, but I doubt anyone wants to see a remove and installation video on an alternator for a Pontiac G6 V6. I mean, it may have been content, but I just got caught up in a moment where I was cruising in the car and I needed to replace it. Unfortunately, I had to replace it in the AutoZone parking lot, so I was kind of frustrated. And, you know, recording that process really wasn't on my agenda. I just wanted to hurry up. The guy was nice enough to let me, you know, swap this out in this parking lot. And I was like, hey, look, you know, he let me buy tools. He let me borrow a couple things. And I swapped it out. It took me about 15 minutes. So, yeah, last but not least, it's like these are all like just real nitpicking maintenance issues that I have with the car. Other than that, the Pontiac G6 is an awesome car, especially for the amount of miles that I have on it. It's a real cool car. So yeah, I had to swap out the alternator, as you guys can probably see just by looking at that pulley. It's pretty clean. Pretty clean when you really look and compare it to the rest of the engine, if you can probably tell. I'm pretty sure my gearheads out there can tell that's a brand new alternator. And that is it for that. So I think I need to record this too. So let me put the key in and start the car. Oh yeah, listen to that baby purr. Had to cut the music right there before I get a copyright strike. Yes, I know I am low on fuel. Okay, I'm gonna get to that problem, and it's, oh my gosh. Okay, low fuel, we got that. Tire pressure system fault. That's another problem I got with the car. I'm going to check that one out tomorrow and see what it is. So like I said, I'm going to check that part out tomorrow and actually see what it is. It could be a bad TPMS sensor. That's that's basically it. It could probably only be a bad TPMS sensor. So I'm going to scan the car tomorrow, see which one is actually bad, replace it, and move on from there. And as you can see, another problem I got with this car, I gotta keep putting gas in it. Damn. pisses me off, man. Why can't I just get a car? I guess I could buy a hybrid. Like all electric. No, there's a difference. A hybrid means that it takes gas and electric. I guess I should just strictly buy an electric car. But then I'm going to be complaining about how I got to keep on charging the freaking thing. So, like I was getting ready to say, this part would be cool, okay, if it, like, did something else. Like, it was touch screen or something, you know. Let me turn this down. Alright, look. You press the on button. Wow. You got the little Pontiac logo. Isn't that cool? But it's not touchscreen. I mean, could I really complain about this? This car did come out in 2009, and touchscreens back then, that probably would have been like a $3,000 option on this car. That's all. At least I got a Blaupunkt radio. Hey. Alright. Oh, and it took me forever to find this out. Stupid me. Okay, the hazard switch was right there. I'm like looking over here on the column. I'm looking down there. I'm looking up here. Okay. I was just like, where the heck is the hazard switch? I couldn't find it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the second video here on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it really isn't a complaint. It kind of seems like a complaint video, but yeah, that's what it is. It's a complaint video that's not a complaint video. I just wanted to talk about a couple things I didn't like about the car. I'm kind of trying to produce content. You know, this is the second time I'm making a video. Unfortunately, like I said, baby girl isn't here. She's out shopping with grandma. Once again, everybody, stay safe during these crazy COVID times. Make sure you wash your hands, okay? Wash your butt. Plenty of hand sanitizer. Put some deodorant on, stuff like that. Keep your butts quarantined. Don't be going out there getting sick, doing crazy stuff. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to keep it casual. Alright? I'm out.